Full Send Golf.
You guys know how much I really love golf.
Full Send Golf, 2v2. Me and VOD versus Big John and Kyle. Oh, it feels good to be back. On the links with the boys.
Join the party on the golf course.
Back to golf in a big way. Now what, practice? Let's go hit the range.
I was like, let's go to the range.
We are headed to the golf cart. Yo, you want to golf with us?
No.
You don't play golf?
No.
Try. We got to break par.
I'm very excited. You excited?
Yeah.
Full Send Golf. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
It is 11 o'clock, hour number 2, three-man front. Welcome back into the show. Pat Landrum, Molly Conrad with you until 2 o'clock. I want to remind everybody, typically on Tuesdays where it's Social Taco, next week only, we will be there on Monday. And the reason why, it's because it's the Freedom Face-Off in which Conrad and Hastings will have a list of questions. The winner, if Hastings wins, Conrad will have to dress up like Uncle Sam and caddy 18 holes of golf for Hastings.
On the hottest day of the year.
On the hottest day of the year. We'll call James Spann, and James Spann will give us the rundown of the hottest day of the year.
Yep.
Now, if you win, Hastings is just buying you a beer. Is that the deal? That's it?
He's going to buy me a beer, and he has to declare that I'm the greatest American of all time.
Oh, really? Okay.
We have more breaking news.
No.
Which means another text from Hastings.
Okay.
Don't know if that qualifies as breaking news.
It's breaking. The good luck from Conrad was a smug, sarcastic shot across the bowel.
Bowel?
Did he say bowel?
He acts like he didn't smear my name for the past 2 weeks all over the radio. It's funny how now that the face-off is actually happening, and Conrad is saying he has nothing to lose. That is what losers say. And that is why he is backed by Don Don.
Oh. Now Hastings taking a shot
that's
at
just
Don Don.
unnecessary. Yeah, see,
Oh, there's more.
We don't
There's
need
more?
crossfire
Oh, there's
here.
more.
Okay.
That is the most shallow, un-American approach any competitor can have. I'm not competing against just Conrad. I'm competing against the test and being the best American version of yourself. Something Conrad knows nothing about.
Boom. Drop the mic.
From Hastings.
I do want to remind people, because Mary, our good friend, she texted into the show. She had people that were asking her that were confused. This is no price for admission. You do not have to pay to attend.
No.
We invite you to come and join us. We would love for you to enjoy some lunch there at Social Taco, enjoy some great people. But there was a donation, and this was not asked for. This was thrown out by one of our listeners, said, I want a front row seat. I'd like to donate to have that front row seat, and he donated money to a charity. And we're going to tell you how much it was and who that was and who the charity is later on. But it's free. Just show up. We would love for you to wear your USA gear and just enjoy a good time. And hopefully there's no bloodshed, because this thing is getting weird.
Yeah, I mean, the pressure's obviously consuming him.
Yeah.
Oh, he's consuming Hastings?
Yes, because he realizes that what I said is true, and that I have nothing to lose. And that's a position that I put myself in. It took years to put myself in that position.
So he said he was abstaining from beer this week. He's treating this like a final exam college.
I respect it.
I find that hard to believe, but I respect it if true.
Yeah, and on top of that, someone told me that he is also staying out of town at a hotel.
Yep.
And he has got friends that are quizzing him all weekend long, getting prepared for Monday. It's kind of like when Alabama takes the team out of town for a home game.
It's like a self-isolation sort of thing. Yeah.
It's just weird.
Was it weird? You haven't even looked at anything,
You're not even
have you?
studying.
I mean, if he's taking it that seriously, then congratulations to him.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh, just.
It seems like he's kind of putting his entire self-worth into this trivia event. We all need
And you're
something to be
not?
happy about in life. I hope this is it for him. Hastings, I hope you find what you're looking for. Clearly you haven't found it yet. Hopefully it'll come on Monday.
There's a song. It's a good song.
Very good song. Speaking of good songs, this is a reminder of what's coming up on Monday.
250 years, red, white, and blue. A nation built on dreams, three-man front tests you. From the founding fathers to the stars above. It's history, heroes, and the land we love. So raise your voice, let freedom ring. It's time for Conrad versus Hastings. Freedom 250 face off, where America's past meets today's know-it-all. Freedom 250 face off. Who's got the answers? Who'll stand tall? Celebrate America and put your knowledge to the test. Three-man fronts, freedom face off.
I was getting really fired up watching that song, and I was watching Conrad's reaction as the song was playing, and just watching him eat that tuna out of that little pouch. I was really fired up for Conrad, and then I was like, no, he doesn't stand a chance.
I'm calm. Does Hastings sound like somebody that's like not all in his head about this event? I'm ready for it.
Hastings is striking. Now that you say that, he's kind of like Lane Kiffin, Alabama week, when Saban was still the coach.
Man, he is minus 280 on the money line.
He's getting a little chatty. So maybe he is in his own head. And you're just patiently just sitting there.
All kidding aside,
That
will you
big
look
brain.
at anything before Monday?
Yes.
Okay.
Please do.
Yeah.
I mean, make it at least to where we get to the 97th minute. Let's not have a walk-off in the first round.
No.
Okay. Because I'm actually looking forward to this.
I think we have a very competitive format that we're going to use.
Someone adding that eating tuna out of a pouch is a little bit American, though.
Yeah.
I think
He's in there choking now. He's just,
they're more canned.
not too much mercury in the tuna.
Billy Madison once beat Eric in an academic decathlon, so I have faith in Conrad. Carson from Madison.
It's interesting because Vegas has put Hastings as a big favorite, just like the Americans are against Bosnia in the next round of the World Cup. Meanwhile, it seems like people on social media are gravitating towards Conrad, kind of the underdog mentality.
Yeah, we're getting some of that, and then some just poking fun at both. Drake says Hastings is like Rocky when he was training in Russia. Remember all the non-conventional ways that Rocky had to train, and he was followed by those men.
Yep.
I think it's interesting how the dynamic has kind of shifted from, I think at first Hastings was viewed as the villain of the situation. Then I had my outburst that one fateful day, which I apologize for still. And then I became the villain for about 24 hours, and it has now flipped back, I think, to Hastings being the villain. So it's been a roller coaster.
Collins is asking, what's the trivia format going to be?
Okay, so here's the deal. So what we did with the help of Molly and Damien, we had a big meeting in which we went over about 50 questions.
It's like 3 hours long. This was a long meeting.
Yeah. As 50 questions. And so basically we put them in categories. I mean, these are American trivia questions, but it also has some mixture of some sports,
Pop
some
culture.
pop culture. It's Americana.
Yeah.
And so we put them in categories. So at the beginning of the contest, it will be the first 10 questions will be, honestly, if you paid halfway attention in civics class or American history in high school, you should be in the ballpark to get these correct. Then the next round of questions, a little bit more difficult. Third round, more difficult. Fourth round, you might have had to take a history class or two in college. And FSU Dave is the official. He will be on site, and he'll be able to render a decision.
Is he going to be wearing, what gear is he wearing?
Oh, he's going to be, remember, he's going to be decked out in all four majors of the tennis of when he officiated.
I feel like he needs a higher chair. They have high chairs, but can we get him elevated?
Perhaps. Because Mary and BB are in charge of decorating. They were texting me last night, in regards to them. They're getting there at like 5:30 in the morning on Monday morning to get prepared and to get everything set up upstairs on the terrace.
So maybe it isn't possible with the way the scoring is going to work. Is there in your back pocket a tiebreaker?
No, the reason why is because
Situation.
we have an odd number of questions.
But with the points being different, I didn't know if there was a.
I did not do the math on that, but we are just,
We're just winging it.
if we have to, I'm sure Landrum or myself will be able to
Okay.
come up with a question on the fly for a tiebreaker. Or we just make you guys run around the square there in Soho.
That could be fun to race.
Yeah.
Foot race. That could be good. Okay. I'll wear good shoes.
Oh, you'll actually wear shoes. You want to wear those
Actually, barefoot could be good.
those freak shoes you normally wear.
Correct.
So hopefully that answered the question from the listener, the format. And the way that we will do it is we'll have a numeric system in which FSU Dave will flip the coin, see who goes first. And then at that point in time, as the first 10 questions, you basically will say, give me question number whatever. And either Landrum or myself will have the question and we'll ask the question, and that's how we'll run it.
So it's kind of like Jeopardy. Like if he gets it right, then does he get to ask the next one? And then if he gets it wrong, then like does Hastings get?
No,
okay.
we will alternate.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I wanted to make sure I had that right.
Yeah, whoever wins the coin toss, they'll get the opportunity. You can defer if you want to. If Conrad, you win the toss and you want to defer and let Hastings go first, that's your call. And then if someone misses the question, I'll use this as an example.
Okay. Here, let me just ask this. I'll ask one real quick. I don't think he'll get it. Conrad, here's your question. Sometimes referred to as America's dog, they're famously recognized for their national pride and historical hero.
So is it like what's the most American dog? Is that the question essentially?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, it's either a lab or a golden retriever.
So that would be incorrect.
And then I would have the opportunity, if I was Hastings, to answer that question. And if I got the question right, I would get 1 point. And that's in every round. If I miss it, I don't get anything taken off. Just like if you miss a question, you don't get it taken off. You just don't get any points.
What's the answer?
Pitbull.
I'm going to be totally honest
I would
with
have
you.
missed that too. I would have not have said that.
Yeah, I would have guessed golden retriever.
Yeah.
Before the Pitbull got the bad reputation, it's known as.
Interesting.
Yep.
Okay.
And all you Pitbull lovers, I've met some great Pitbulls, so I'm not casting the entire breed in a bad light. There's been some negativity that's going on. Anyways, that was an example.
Okay.
I thought he
Wait,
was
so
going to
was
say
that-
German Shepherd.
Australian Shepherd.
English Bulldog. Brad Chandler says the two boxers / contestants need walkout songs. I agree. Pyrotechnics if allowed. If I could get some little sparklers, I'm going to do it.
Does anyone have a fog machine?
I do, actually.
You have a fog machine?
I believe. If I didn't throw them out. Got two of them.
Okay.
Little smoke machines. Yeah. Multiple choice or fill in the blank. This is fill in the blank.
Mm-hmm.
JD in Birmingham, what's the over-under with how many they combine to get right? How many questions do we have?
43.
We got 43 questions. I think combined.
Would you go 21 and a half for the over-under maybe? Kind of in the middle there?
That's a good number.
Yeah.
As I told you before the show, there were questions that literally Damian and Molly were laughing that if y'all didn't get it right, y'all are something wrong with y'all.
Yeah, see, that concerns me, though, because the last time we did something like this, I feel like I found myself getting those wrong. So,
Just going to have to wait and see.
gonna have to study.
This one rolls in from your communist brethren. Comrade Conrad. Beat Hawkins from Mother Russia. P.S. President Putin is putting all our Russian money on Hawkins. Pulling for you, but money's going with Hawkins. Are you going to bring a Sharpie? Somebody's asking, so you can sign autographs and merch.
Sure.
And somebody says, I'm eating tuna for lunch right now. There's nothing wrong with that. Is it coming out of a can, off of a plate, or out of a pouch?
It's easy protein. It's great. It's good for you.
And Jason is asking, what time do the questions actually start?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. Keep the text rolling in 205-834-9450 on the Jocks text line.
A little bit of breaking news in college football. This morning, Chaz Coleman, the high-profile Penn State transfer edge rusher who arrived in Knoxville as one of the most coveted defensive players in the portal, he has been dismissed from the Tennessee football team.
Is this the guy that had the homesick? He was homesick and had some,
Coleman missed spring practice. So this now closes the book on it. Quickly became one of the more complicated NIL scenarios in college football. That's a significant blow to Tennessee on the field, and it's a costly miss off it. The Vols made Coleman one of their top priorities in the winter portal, beating out programs such as Ohio State and LSU for a player viewed as a potential cornerstone piece on Jim Knowles' first defense at Tennessee. Sources indicated earlier this spring that Tennessee paid Coleman in the ballpark of $2 million, perhaps the Vols' biggest investment of the offseason. That investment never came close to paying off. He went through winter workouts and participated in a few spring practices after arriving from Penn State, but he missed the majority of the spring, including Tennessee's spring game. He did not return in a meaningful way after that, and what once looked like an uncertain absence was now becoming a final separation between the program and the player. So Tennessee, $2 million for this kid, and he will not play it down for the Volunteers.
Looking at his stats, I know he was showing a lot of promise and a lot of upside, but one season at Penn State.
Played 144 snaps.
Yeah, 6 solo tackles, 1 sack.
Yep, 12 pressures, but 144 total snaps, and he was coming to Tennessee to make $2 million, and he has now been dismissed from the team. We will continue on this Friday edition of Three Man Front.
11:23 man front. We'll get into the most hated college football teams by state. For instance, the great state of Alabama. Who is that football team you think most of the state of Alabama hates the most? Oh, that more. The warm weather is here. That means there's stinging, pesky insects out in your yard. Hopefully they're not on your family or inside your house. Great news. Got our friends at Stark Exterminators. They take care of our house. And they can take care of you. Been in business and family-owned for over 62 years. That resonates with my family, and it will most likely resonate with you. Stark Exterminators. Call today for the free home or business pest inspection. 855-STARK-NOW. That's the telephone number, starkexterminators.com. You set up that free inspection. One of their talented team members come to your home, your place of business, inspect it thoroughly, inside and out, and they'll come up with a tailor-made solution for you, whatever you've got going on, and they'll also look for some of the other things that could come up that they run into on a regular basis. Stark Exterminators, company you can trust. 855-STARK-NOW, or go to starkexterminators.com. Always tell them that Landrum from Jock sent you.
All right, so before we get into this list, which is very fascinating, is the most hated college football programs across the United States. Let's get to the phone calls. 1-800-239-WJOX. Do not want Howie to wait on hold. Hey, Howie.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
How are you?
Hey.
We're good. I'm good. I'm a little tired. I just woke up and started listening to the show. But me and my wife want to thank everybody that came out to the social taco for her birthday celebration.
That was
and
great.
The gifts that she had gotten. And also, this is our 1-year anniversary of listening to the show and going to social taco and meeting everybody.
Awesome. How about that? 1-year anniversary. That's incredible.
Awesome.
Yeah, because my wife's never really watched sports and got into it, but now she listens to the show every day, and she's enjoying it, and she's at work, and we're ready to go on our vacation.
Awesome. Well, hey to Reba. I know she listens every day, and we appreciate that.
Yep.
Yeah, so we hate that we're going to miss the live version, but we will definitely listen to the show and watch on YouTube.
Perfect.
The thing on Monday, and we'll call in, and hopefully all the listeners will enjoy I think we're calling in Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, definitely. And we will be on the Today Show on Monday, so if people and the listeners want to watch the show, hopefully we'll be on the TV.
Very cool.
And that's pretty much it, I think. And I hope everything goes well. And win or lose for Conrad Hastings, y'all are awesome people, and we're really looking forward to it.
Well,
Howie, thank you so much. You and Reba have a wonderful time.
Yeah,
Be
y'all have a
safe.
good trip.
and-
We're also going to Hank Williams tonight.
Oh,
very nice.
do it up.
Yeah, she won tickets yesterday.
Nice.
That is great. That's
All right,
wonderful.
y'all have a good weekend. Thank
Howie,
you so
you
much.
as well.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Howie.
man.
Safe travels. Appreciate that very much. So, RotoWire College Football. This is so fascinating. They have put together a piece. It's the most hated college football teams, a state-by-state map of America's villains. So basically, they just, like the title says, it's a map of the United States. And based on their data, the methodology weighed 4 factors: conference rivalries, recent on-field damage, historic blood feuds, and universal villain narratives that travel beyond any single league. So I would say that a few years ago, wouldn't you say that Alabama was the most hated team, Landrum?
Yeah.
In all of college football because of
Easy.
Nick Saban, right?
Mhm.
Like just nobody cared for him. But according to the College Football RotoWire, the Alabama Crimson Tide is not the most hated. According to their numbers and their statistics, the most hated team in America is Notre Dame, the Fighting Irish. And if you look at the map of the United States, without being a geography major, the whole New England states, I mean, from Maine, New York,
Vermont,
Connecticut,
New Hampshire,
all of those,
Yep.
they hate Notre Dame. Every single one of those states listed, they've got Notre Dame hated. And then just for, on top of the cherry on top of the sundae, the state of California also has listed Notre Dame as the most hated team.
Well, USC makes sense. Yeah.
Mhm. So Notre Dame was the most hated in 8 states, according to this study.
Okay.
The Alabama Crimson Tide barely edged Ohio State with 6 states that hates the Alabama Crimson Tide. Ohio State came in with 5.
One of the states, I guess I could kind of see, but one of them, does news travel slowly on the states that hate Alabama? Why does Alaska hate Alabama?
That's a good question.
Maybe because Nick Saban never recruited anyone from Alaska. Nick Saban recruited guys from Norway, Eastern Europe, Hawaii.
And they're jealous of like the temperature, maybe. Like, I hate them in football, and it looks warm there.
But why do you think Hawaii hates Alabama? I mean, they
Tua, you would think they would love Alabama.
Absolutely. That one got me.
He's
I
like the
didn't
greatest
understand
thing to
that.
ever come from Hawaii.
Who was the coach at Alabama when Alabama decided they were going to play the 13th game? They didn't have a bowl game.
That was Franchione.
That's Franchione.
Yeah. And I think one year
And people were taking
Shula-
RVs and shipping them over there.
and
So-
Shula had it one year.
Yeah.
Against Hawaii.
Yeah,
That's
the Alaska though, that's why I was asking, just saying it tongue in cheek. But do they think that Alabama just won another national
Yeah,
championship?
maybe so. Maybe they're a few years behind.
So
You're slow on the hate train.
all right, so we've already told you that Hawaii and Alaska hate Alabama, according to this study.
That's fine. They're out of sight, out of mind.
Okay.
And why does Washington hate CBS?
It does look like CBS. doesn't
Like
it?
the
It does
CBS
gotta
guy.
look like that.
Wait, what?
So the state of Louisiana, the state of Mississippi, and the state of Georgia all hate Alabama.
Checks out. Yeah.
And the state of Tennessee.
Except when y'all want to go to the beach. Y'all love us then.
So you guess, I have to ask the question. You look at the state of Alabama. According to College Football RotoWire, who do the majority of the people in this state hate from a college football program standpoint? This is where I want people to text in at 205-834-9450 because I want to hear if our listeners agree with this study. Because according to this, the most hated college football team that the people in the state of Alabama despise the most is the University of Georgia.
Yeah.
It makes sense. The longest rivalry in Auburn football history is Georgia. Kirby Smart and Alabama over the last few years, that's a big rivalry. So to me, it makes sense. But I think our listeners are going to probably be divided on probably another SEC school. What do you think?
Yeah, but it's because Georgia encompasses both fan bases better. Like for Alabama, I think you would maybe have more
You get some
fans that
Tennessee.
would go Tennessee.
You'll get some Auburn, but how much
Correct.
LSU do you get now?
Yeah.
LSU would be another one that I think maybe you get a little cross-pollination with Alabama and Auburn fans.
According to this, in the state of Florida, they hate Georgia.
So if you hate a lot of schools, how do you determine if your hate is more? I guess I would ask the question, who is the team that I just couldn't stomach my school losing to the most? And then that's how I would gauge hate.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Yeah.
See, I'm shocked that Michigan is only hated in the state of Ohio. I would have thought that they would have had a little bit more hate than just one state.
Yeah, maybe like 2 years ago would have been the entire country.
I mean, think about this. Nebraska, Molly's alma mater, is listed as being hated in Colorado, South Dakota, and North Dakota.
Colorado doesn't surprise me, but North and South Dakota really surprise me. There's a ton of Husker fans in those states. Maybe that's why, but that shocks me.
So 3 states hate Nebraska, but only one hates Michigan?
Yeah, what'd you guys do to the Dakotas?
Yeah, what did
I
you
don't
do?
know. I feel like, I mean, I know this is mostly just, I guess, D1A, you could call it, but like North Dakota State and like South Dakota State, they hate each other. Obviously, that's not listed, but
Yeah.
I would put them well over Nebraska.
LSU is only hated in the state of Arkansas.
I mean, Arkansas, it would make sense that would be the team for Arkansas, but I would think more than one state, especially now with the Lane Kiffin. I wonder when this survey was done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't have a list of when it actually.
Because I would think the Lane Kiffin thing would influence a couple other states, but I guess not. See,
So-
like I could have seen Mississippi almost be an LSU because of the Lane Kiffin thing.
So we told you about Notre Dame, the whole Northeast quadrant, and California. Bama has got the 49th and 50th state.
I like how Clemson
wrapped up.
got both states, and they've actually won national championships.
Yeah.
Most hated in South Carolina and in North Carolina.
Meanwhile, the Tennessee Vols are only hated in one state. That's Kentucky. Pittsburgh's hated in West Virginia. Southern Cal hated in Utah and Arizona. Boise is hated in Montana and Nevada.
They've got 2 states.
They got 2 states.
They got more states than Michigan. Boise
Yes.
State does.
Yes. Good old Boise. And as Landrum pointed out, the state of Washington, they hate Oregon and vice versa. The state of Oregon hates Washington. So,
Good for you, Boise.
yeah, getting 2 states to hate you pretty good. And how about BYU? They're hated in Idaho.
And who is it that hates University of Arizona?
New Mexico.
In Mexico?
Mm-hmm.
And the people of Wyoming can't stand Colorado State.
Yeah, that's funny. That one. It's kind
Yeah.
of funny. We made the list.
But see, and even in Iowa, I thought Iowa would hate Nebraska.
Yeah.
I know, me too.
And according to this, Iowans, they hate Wisconsin, and the people in Minnesota hate Wisconsin. So it's very fascinating. Love to hear from you on the text line. Do you agree with this? Georgia, the most hated college football team in the state of Alabama. 205-834-9450. Love to hear from you. The most hated team in the state of Alabama in college football. Is it the Georgia Bulldogs? Love to hear from you. 205-834-9450. DraftKings Sports is live in all 50 states. Yes, that means you, Alabama. The whole world is watching one tournament right now. Group stage chaos, knockout drama, stoppage time, heartbreak. The DraftKings Sports app is now live in the state of Alabama. So whether you're catching the early kickoff before work or that late match at the bar, you're in on every minute, every match, every moment, all in one app. Right here in Alabama, the world's biggest stage is in the palm of your hands. New DraftKings customers sign up with the code JOX945, spend $5 to get $200 in total rewards. That's code JOX945. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click-to-claim issued and non-withdrawable predictions dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends June 28th. Terms DKNG co/predictions promo.
We continue to discuss RotoWire college football. They put out the most hated college football programs by each state. The state of Alabama, the most hated, is Georgia. We want to hear from you, 800-239-WJOX. Who would yours be, whether you're listening to us in Alabama? We know that we have listeners all over the country, but especially here in the Southeast footprint. 800-239-WJOX, 205-834-9450. And it can differ, and the text line reads that way. We take you there now. This one reads, Auburn number 1, Notre Dame number 2. In parentheses, it adds, join a conference. Effing special snowflakes.
Wow.
And then number 3, Michigan, parentheses, cheated to a natty and bribed Seth McLaughlin to crap the bed.
Okay, so
I would encourage everyone to send in a text like that.
Did they say Auburn first, though?
Why. Yeah, Auburn was number 1.
Okay, and then Notre Dame.
And then Michigan.
Okay.
I just like.
So this is
I
obviously
like the
an Alabama
commentary.
fan.
I like the commentary next to.
That was good.
And why?
It
That was good. Thank you, whoever that was. Someone on the text line adding, if Southern Cal was a powerhouse like they were in the 60s and 70s, they'd be hated more. Times change. They do.
Yeah.
Prime example. Pete Solari says, I'm 65. When I was growing up, it would have been Notre Dame.
See, I wonder if that plays into it, though, with them being more hated than someone like Alabama right now. Do you hate Notre Dame more because they haven't won anything meaningful in a long time, but they still
run their mouth like they do win national
correct?
championships?
Where at least with Alabama, it's like, okay, well, maybe it hasn't been great the last couple of years, but I mean, we can't really knock what you did for the last 20 years. So, yeah, we hate you, but there's that respect. Whereas with Notre Dame, maybe there's not really that respect anymore. They're just obnoxious.
Yeah. Not only are they obnoxious, but there is that history, and it does feel like that they are the special child. They get the benefit of the doubt on a lot of different things. This one reads, I don't hate the schools as much as I hate the arrogant fans. So for me, it's Alabama.
Fair enough.
We have a week called, quote, Tennessee Hate Week. Auburn needs to not weigh in. They are irrelevant. That's why Don defends recruiting every single day. I think Auburn's might be Georgia as well. Auburn fans, is it Georgia or is it Alabama? Or Missouri or Kentucky if we go back to last year? Who is that school? Definitely hate Michigan, then Auburn. Don, please stop talking about recruiting until December. That coming from one of our listeners in the state of Tennessee. Don. Okay, hello, everyone. On the hatred for me, it's not really about Alabama. That's natural in our rivalry. I hate the Big Ten mainly, especially Ohio State. SEC, it's Texas A&M. They're so obnoxious, and they've never won anything. Still has not even made it to the SEC championship game.
Wow, that's the first time I think I ever agree with Don about anything. I can't stand A&M.
Michael says whoever the favorite team of the guy that calls every 15 minutes to talk about how recruiting is going.
Ouch.
Don fires back in and says Landry, both Georgia and Alabama, yes. Okay. The coach says to heck with Georgia and Buster Faulkner and Arab Philo. So the coach, I'm guessing, is a Georgia Tech fan?
Yeah, I guess so. That hates Florida?
And Georgia, yes. And their former coordinator and quarterback who went to Florida. Shane says maybe Notre Dame is hated more because they refuse to get in a conference and they don't play that extra game.
Yeah, that's not helping them.
Drake asking, where is Florida? Well, Florida is nowhere. Nobody hates Florida.
Well, except that guy that just
Except the guy
said
that
he hates your offensive coordinator and quarterback.
Yeah. And realize the reason there. No, nobody hates Florida. The state of Florida, they hate Georgia, apparently. The most.
How about this tweet? This coming from Nick Kelly, good friend of the program, AL.com. He just quote tweeted Molly's tweet from the 3-Man Front account, which we tweeted out the graphic of the United States and which state hates the college football team the most. And Nick Kelly, he tweets and he says, yes, the infamous stronghold of Alabama haters checks notes, Alaska and Hawaii.
Yeah.
Didn't see that one coming.
They found the one person they knew that lived in each state, and that person just those two people happen to go to the same school.
Yeah.
Johnny texting in, he says Georgia for him, followed by Auburn. Hated team is easy. It's Notre Dame, says one of our listeners. Connor says, I live in Alabama, though not an Alabama fan, but for me personally, it's definitely LSU. We got a Michigan Notre Dame vote. And Andrew says LSU if we can't pick Auburn, of course. Randall says, I'm an Alabama fan, but I love Don Don. Haters going to hate. Everybody coming together. Love it. Uncle Jerry from Hayden. I hate everything about the Barners, then Tennessee and Michigan. I play golf with a guy. He graduated from Alabama. He's from Northport. His wife went to Ole Miss. And this is probably the second time that we had ever played golf. He just let me know, the family dynamic. And he said, and by the way, I hate everything about Auburn. I was like, everything?
Wow.
He's like, everything. I said, wow.
Strong.
That's a lot of hate.
It is.
205-834-9450. Keep the text rolling in. We got Barrett Salee coming up at the top of the hour, but by state, college football programs that are hated the most. More we'll get into on this Friday. It's 3-Man Front on Jocks. 11:47 here in the Friday edition of 3-Man Front. Bright and sunny outside. That means that it is hot this time of year. And hopefully you're finding ways to save on your energy costs. So I got a great way you can do it. Also, you can make the interior of your home look absolutely amazing with our friends at EcoView Windows and Doors. It's a national company. It's a national brand, but it's locally owned and operated by sweet Miss Becky Jackson, her family, her husband, her son. They're a part of the team. They just got a great team of great individuals who care about what they do. And at EcoView Windows and Doors, you can check out the website. Just check out some of the low-cost windows to the glamorous, all different styles. Never knew that they offered so many different styles of windows. But right now, what they're promising is if you replace all the windows and doors there in your house, they're going to save you at least 35% on your heating and cooling in the first 12 months of installation. You think about that and how significant those savings can be. 5-star rated with Home Advisor, fully licensed contractor, all kinds of insurance. You don't have to worry. This is not a fly-by-night company. Nationally trusted brand, locally good, hardworking Alabamians, and Becky Jackson. So give EcoView a call today for the free estimate, 205-564-8480, or go to ecoviewwindows.com. And when you do so, tell them Landrum from 3-Man Front sent you.
So earlier this morning, 4-star edge defender Jeremiah Beverly committed to the Alabama Crimson Tide. He's staying home in Tuscaloosa. The explosive 6'2", 235-pound standout from Hillcrest, Tuscaloosa will go right up the road and play for the Crimson Tide. That was expected, but he committed this morning for Alabama. That now is 12 commitments for the University of Alabama. We also talked earlier on the show about Turkey. Is that how we're saying it? Turkey? Turkey. They won last night 3-2, so they're heading back to Istanbul. But they got the win against the United States, 3-2. The winning goal came in the 98th minute. The United States still has not won 3 consecutive games all time in the World Cup. They could have broke history last night.
I look back to a couple of years ago. Was that when it happened, when Ohio State, they lost the final game of the year to Michigan, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then
they went on the road, won the national championship.
Started with Tennessee and that dismantling and embarrassment in Columbus.
So hopefully that'll happen against Bosnia.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. Well, I'm doing the early scout. You encouraged me to do so. I like our chances. Our strengths versus Bosnia, Herzegovina's strengths.
Yeah.
Pretty solid.
Not to mention the fact that we get your, 3 of your best players will be playing, unlike last night. Right now, Vegas has the United States as an overwhelming favorite in the game against Bosnia. That will be on Wednesday night. That is a 7 o'clock kickoff there in San Francisco in the round of 32. I did see this. More than 3.6 million people have attended the World Cup so far. That is the highest of any World Cup tournament ever so far. So it has been a smashing success here in North America.
I know they have incredible stadiums and venues in other parts of the world, not just the United States. But looking at the setup at SoFi, me and my wife were talking about last night, watching that game. If you're a fan of another country and you're going and watching in that venue.
Oh, yeah.
Just how eye-opening that is for some of those fans.
There's no question of being Atlanta, in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Here's another little oddity that I found digging through some television notes. According to Nielsen television ratings, 9,722 people have watched all 48 of the first 48 World Cup matches on Fox and FS1. Because if you're a Nielsen household, there's an electronic meter box that is connected to your television. And so anytime that you change the channels, it records what you're watching. So according to Nielsen, 9,722 people have watched every single match of the World Cup on Fox and FS1.
I've watched more of the World Cup than I think I ever have.
Me too.
Already.
I as well.
I don't know if that carries over.
I haven't watched all 48 matches.
No.
But I've definitely watched more non-U.S. matches than I've ever watched before.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's cool, because I think, they're about to play now, right? They're a game about to kick off in a few minutes.
Yes.
I think there's another one coming up at 2 or 3 o'clock. I always like it when, we get off work and we head home, and then all of a sudden we got live something on, whether it's the Olympics overseas or the World Cup.
We got quite the treat today, boys.
We got France, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got Norway and France.
That's a good one.
So we got Viking Row
versus
Peaky Finger.
And Mbappe.
Mbappe? What?
Mbappe.
Mbappe?
That's France's best player.
Oh.
One of the best in the world.
Yeah.
France is a 1.5 favorite in this one today.
Okay. Then you got Senegal taking on Iraq. However you want to say it. Cape Verde.
Hey, what time was that one?
In Saudi Arabia. That's at 2 o'clock.
Okay. Might have to leave at like 1:45.
Yeah. Cape Verde and Saudi Arabia at 7. You got Uruguay and Spain coming up tonight. That'd be a good little scout. What's Spain looking like? Still strong, Pat? Replace their defensive coordinator.
Yes. That's exactly what they do.
Egypt will take on Iran at 10 o'clock tonight.
Iran is a favorite in that one.
That's a 10 o'clock start? Whew.
And New Zealand and Belgium at 10.
You got a late night tonight, Conrad.
Yeah, I know. Be up late studying, watching soccer.
We're going to need breakdowns of at least 3
Friday.
of those. 3 of the 5.
Okay.
I mean, what are you going to do? You got all these games to
6.
watch, and then you got to prepare for the big trivia contest.
I'm going to be so busy this weekend.
A lot of flashcards.
A lot of flashcards.
You're going to go to Big B and buy your flashcards?
Eckerd.
I'm going to quiz Paige, and that's how I'm going to practice.
We want this.
Yeah.
Hello,
guys.
Hey, Don, how are you?
I got a special announcement, especially for Landrum. Landrum, as you know, it's a dead period in recruiting until September 1st, so I'm doing my own Don dead period. No more recruiting till September for me.
No, don't get discouraged now, Don.
Just because
Don, that's
Alabama
over
got a
2 months.
No, Don, no.
Is it because Bama got a 4-star this morning, and now you've decided that the Alabama's coming back?
No, it seems like the FSU Dave and PG have given me some advice. Quit talking about recruiting. It's getting on everybody's nerves, so I'm following.
No, Alabama fans want you to do it. All you've done is you have woken a sleeping giant.
Yeah, you really have.
Okay. All right, but Pat, I got an idea, and I told Conrad this. I got an idea about Monday, and I know how everybody's choosing Team Hastings, Team Conrad. Y'all remember the what was Regis Philbin's show? The Millionaire Show. Who's a millionaire?
Yeah, phone a friend.
Yes.
Is this where you're going?
Yeah. Why don't we let both of them, if they are stumped on a question, ask the people that are on their side if they can help them. Three times. Okay. Only 3 times. Okay.
Okay.
We will see what we can do. Thank you for the call.
No more recruiting updates from Don Don?
Nah, he can't do that.
He can't help himself.
Full Send Golf.
You guys know how much I really, really love golf.
Full Send Golf 2v2. Me and VOD versus Big John and Kyle. Oh, it feels good to be back on the links with the boys.
Join the party on the golf course.
Back to golf in a big way. Now what? Practice? Let's go. Hit the range.
I was like, let's go to the range.
We are headed to the golf course. Yo, you want to golf with us?
No.
You don't play golf?
No.
Try. We got to break par.
I'm very, very excited. You excited?
Yeah.
Full Send Golf. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Square up.
Yo, what's going on, man? It's Andre Berto, 2-time world champion. Today's guest, NFL legend, media mogul. What's up? Ocho Cinco. What's good, baby? We call them gym fighters. Yeah. These guys are in the gym, they can probably beat the hell out of any world champion you can think of. Yeah.
When that bell rang,
Yeah.
and them lights on, you got 10, 15,000 watching.
When I stepped in that ring, I think boxing is becoming great again.
Square up.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform. Let's go.